Meditation? How many ways can you meditate? Today, I'll share with you a new way that I found right after the intro. Welcome to the Day One Journey, episode 4, 8, 6. Ching, yeah! So what about you? Do you meditate? Do you want to meditate? Did you ever try meditating? Well, in the past few years, I've been experimenting with different kinds of meditations, and most of which involved focusing on one thing, whether it was listening to a specific song, focusing on my breath, focusing on specific words, mantras. And recently, as I shared with you, when I went to the Vipassana meditation retreat, I learned a new way to meditate, which didn't involve only focusing on one thing. As I shared with you in the last episode, when we did the sitting meditation, we were focusing on different touching points in our body. We were scanning our body, imagining ourselves touching specific points. And it felt different for me. It felt different for me than just focusing on one thing. Because it was like a journey. I was walking through these touching points in my body. It felt different every time I did the scan. And it was even exciting, interesting. And I didn't expect it to be, but it was. And I played with it. So I was scanning my body, going through the touching points, and sometimes I did it fast, sometimes I did it slow. And it felt different every time I did the scan. It felt different. And the thing that I want to share with you in this specific episode is not only did it feel different and it was a bit exciting and interesting, I think it's also more beneficial for me, more effective for me, practicing this specific technique to create the change that I want in my life, that I share with you as well in the last few episodes. The change that I want to create in my life is to be more mindful, which means for me being more aware of my feelings, emotions, states, experiences, thoughts. And I think this specific method of scanning my body through the touching points is more effective for me to create this change in my life, because it's me practicing life. Because life is changing. My thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, the things that I want to be aware of are changing all the time. So practicing this specific technique, when I'm observing my body, going through these touching points, it's me practicing the change that I want to see in my life. It's me acknowledging the changes that I want to be aware of in my thoughts, in my feelings, in my experiences. And this is what I want to share with you in this specific episode. This is why I think this specific technique is more helpful for me. And this is personal. I want to emphasize that. This is my experience. This is what I found to be helpful for me to get what I want and to help me create what I want in my life. I don't know what about you and what about the other people that were with me there in the Vipassana retreat. I'm just sharing with you my personal experiences. So back to you. Give yourself a few minutes today and meditate. And if you don't have any experience meditating, just focus on your breath. As we did in the last few episodes, just focus on the movement of your stomach, rising and falling. Rising as you take breath in and falling when you breathe out. And if you're already meditating, try a different technique. Make it a little bit different and see how it feels for you. And of course, have an amazing day one. Yes, do this today. Meditate 5 minutes today. Have a great day one. And see you tomorrow.